This is another New Black World Order TV Productions. Uh-huh. Chopper. Grand Rising family, what's happening? Let's get it in. We talking about that light frequency, right? We're talking about Li-Fi. The subject is going to be Li-Fi, the new coming 5G technology, light frequency. We're going to talk about CMEs. We're going to talk about the Tropic of Capricorn, the Tropic of Cancer, right? We're going to talk about the North and South poles, the Aurora points, right? We're going to talk about the flipping of the poles, the changings of the poles, right? Aurora is spelled A-U-R-O-R-A, right? Aurora, one word, 6 letters with 13 segments. We're also going to talk about the approximately age of the sun, right? Which should be somewhere in the nature of 4.57 billion years old, right? So again, we're talking about the word Aurora, Li-Fi, light frequency, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Tropic of Cancer. We're talking about artificial singularity enforcement, right? 4 words, 44 letters, right? And we're talking about the survival, right, in the struggle of humans to overcome being so smart that they're dangerous, right? Humans are so smart that they're dangerous, that they would create an artificial intelligence singularity enforcement, and the American arm of it is called Aurora, right? The word Aurora, right, adds up to A is a 1, U is a 21, R is 18, O is a 15, R is 18, A is a 1, bringing us to a total of 74, right? 74. The Aurora points are associated with the Earth's magnetosphere, right? Created by streams of iron within the core of the Earth, right? We're going to talk about the magnetosphere. Also, this is going to be a power-packed information encoded message about what chances do we have to stop artificial intelligence, singularity enforcement, and the coming of the global dominance of robots and genetic nanotechnologies, right? Synthetic biologies. We're also going to talk about that, right? Enough of talking about the past. I think we pretty much mastered the past, as he talks about arguing about this Israelite, Islamic, Hotep, Kemet, whatever thing we're doing. You know, I thoroughly enjoy it. I can't say I don't. I thoroughly enjoy talking about the past, but I want to talk about the future now, right? I want to talk about the present, and I want to talk about the future. Because if we stay in that past too long and we study the past wrong, then we're going to be mastered by the slave masters of the past. And we couldn't possibly deal with their children in the present, nor their grandchildren in the future, right? So the new threat is artificial intelligence, singularity enforcement. We're talking about light frequency. We're talking about CMEs. We're going to talk about the Earth magnetosphere. We're going to talk about that photon shared energy, that plasma, that takes roughly around 24 hours to reach the Earth, right? Commonly known, right? The CME is commonly known as a solar flare, right? So this is another New Black World Order TV education segment, right? Because we're always talking about segments, and I definitely need to correct these right here. So family, I thoroughly enjoy talking to you about these things, simply because we need to talk about this stuff, because this is the coming threat to humanity the segments, right? The segments of the future are going to have to be dealt with in the right way. I don't think that hoping, wishing, praying, humming on rocks, burning sage, and going to tarot.com, you'll see where your 12 houses in your Venus, and your Venus is in your 9th house, and your Sagittarius is in your such and such house. No, this right here is quantum computers, right? This right here is something that occurs in nature here, right? The flipping of a pole, right? And how would it affect Aurora? Not the natural auroras, because it's going to affect that also. It's going to switch those lights. And hopefully we're going to switch these lights off, this artificial intelligence singularity enforcement, right? Because nature is going to have to assist us in ridding ourselves of our flaw. Remember, I said we're so smart, we motherfucking dangerous, right? We created artificial intelligence, quantum computers, and then we're going to allow it to profile us. And what do you think that it's going to decide? I have already decided just now that man is a problem, but I don't really want to get rid of all humans, right? So let's get it in. The alarm clock just went off. So the alarm has been sounded, right? Artificial intelligence, singularity enforcement, 5G technology, light frequency. We're talking about the auroras. We're talking about the points on the Earth magnetosphere, right? That's being weakened. Is it naturally being weakened? Or is it being tampered with by man? That's a good point. I want you to do your due diligence on light frequency, Li-Fi,